Hello, my name is Dr. Philip Foster, and I am the founder and CEO of Maximum Change Coaching and Consulting. Wanted to talk to you today a little bit about my experience as an entrepreneur. I want to tell you my story. And this goes back to the year 2000. Early 2000, I was in the process of getting married, and my fiance at the time and I were out at a store, and we saw these little soaps, and we thought about that, and we are like, man, that'd be a great idea to have those as little party favors on the table for the wedding. So we went out and found a kit to create these little soaps in a hobby store, and we made them basically with a Pyrex measuring cup in the microwave, and we had little the kit to make colors and fragrances and so forth. And we made that. And as we were making this, I said, this is really interesting. I wonder why we couldn't make soap and sell it. I mean, after all, that store we were in, somebody made a bar of soap and was selling it there at the register. So the birth of an idea happened at that moment, kind of the aha moment took place. And so we started researching, and one thing led to another. And within a very short period of time, we launched a company by the name of Nature's Soap Dish. Now, Nature's Soap Dish, the context of it was that we would offer natural product, or as near natural as possible. Now, we did offer some soaps that had fragrances that were not essential oils, and we offered coloring that was not natural coloring. But we wanted to offer the actual ingredients of the product. Beyond that, we wanted it to be as close to natural as possible. We also had the idea that we would compete against brands like Bath & Body Works head on. So that meant that we would sell a bar of soap, a 4-ounce bar of soap, for $1, just like Bath & Body Works did. And our story was how we started in a 900 square foot apartment, and we grew it to where we had a 2,000 square foot manufacturing facility within 3 years. Now, I wanted to just share this with you. I actually have, it's a little beat up now, but this is a bar of soap from Nature's Soap Dish, and you can barely see it, but there's plastic on there, but there is a little leaf in the middle, and I designed that leaf. I actually drew that leaf out on a napkin at about 45,000 feet on a flight coming back from Europe, and I created the logo. And I actually have here a mold that we used to create the soap, and you could see the leaf there in the mold. Now, what's cool about this is we thought, how can we market this product? Nobody knows we exist. Nobody cares that we exist. And how do we create a product from nothing? So I started to think, where would I capture an audience? Where would I capture clients? And it occurred to me at that time in the year 2000 that bed and breakfasts and gift basket companies were two very large markets. So our very first customer actually was a bed and breakfast in the New England area. And we sent them an email. I did a Google search. I literally went to probably over 1 million websites. It may be over exaggerating, but I went to a lot of websites. Seems like 1 million. And I basically would say, hi, my name is Philip Foster, and we have this product. We offer 1-ounce soaps, and we'd like to offer you a sample to see if you'd be interested in carrying this in your bed and breakfast. Now, the deal was that we would sell it to them for $0.25 a piece, and they had to let us put a label on it, and on the label it had our web address. And at the time, the name of the company was Nature's Soap Dish, and so it said naturesoapdish.com. Now, obviously, we have a captured audience. The audience uses the soap, they like the soap, they call us up or go to our website and order the soap. Now, we went from that to selling in gift basket companies, and then somewhere along the way, we ended up putting our product in gift shops, all the way from Key West, Florida to Maine. And we customized the fragrances based on the theme of the gift shop. Now, these gift shops were owned by one company. So in Key West, we had Key Lime. Georgia, we had Peach. And then on up, we had other fragrances. And I don't remember exactly what fragrance we had in Maryland, but Washington, D.C. and so forth. And so we had this market in these gift shops rather. And then we had the gift basket company. Now, the cool thing is somewhere along the way, we got this email from a little known magazine. Maybe you've never heard of it before. Redbook magazine. This is the Redbook magazine February 2002 edition. And so this was the Valentine's edition. Now you can't really see it that well, but in the bottom corner here, that is our soap, and over here is our soap. The bar of soap. You can barely see the little leaf on there. And so we had, just the bar of soap was ours. And so we had literally hundreds of orders because our product appeared in Redbook magazine. We were featured in Vegan Times. And then along the way, our product was featured on QVC. And we decided that we were going to try to franchise this idea. So in 2002, 2003, we were listed in the Fortune magazine's Fast and Upcoming franchise ideas in the United States. And so we were featured in that magazine as well. And then we were on QVC, where we got hundreds of orders. We had to fill 1,000 orders. And in the QVC, we were running alongside of a spa basket. So the product was coupled with a towel and some other things. And so in that basket was a soy candle that we were creating at the time. And I think we had bath salts and a bar of soap. And so from 2000, when we started in a 900 square foot apartment, to 2003, when we were featured in Fortune magazine, QVC, we were selling our product around the world. We had stores around the world carrying our product. Our largest order was in the neighborhood of $50,000 at the time, which was a huge order for us. We went from making $0 to we're making about almost $250,000 a year. And then along the way, the story ends with we sold the company. We sold it to someone which we had hoped would move the company on, and somewhere along the way, it fizzled. But the point of this whole story is that we took an idea. I knew nothing about soap. I didn't know anything about making soap. This is the last, as far as I know, the last existing bar from Nature's Soap Dish. And it was a sample that we did for a private label. We were going to do a private label for this company. But this is the last bar soap that I know that exists today from Nature's Soap Dish. And we started this in 2000, sold it in 2003. And I look back on that time quite often and with great memories. And, you know, I learned a lot from that experience. It was probably one of the hardest that I've worked in a long time. We had to physically manufacture. We had about 100 of these forms, and each form has 4, so we can make 400 bars of soap at a time. It would take roughly, we could make 1,000 bars of soap in over an hour, over 1,000 bars of soap. This is the last known form that I have of that company, and it's just a fond memory. But I took that experience of being an entrepreneur into my work as a consultant and a coach. And so when I went on, I got my master's degree in coaching and mentoring, mostly so I could work with executives and especially work with entrepreneurs that were doing startups. And then I went on for my doctorate and did some other things. But more importantly, I wanted to share with you the excitement that I experienced in growing a business from nothing. Absolutely nothing. I didn't have any knowledge. I didn't have any experience, and I grew it to a growing company. I often look back and wonder if I had kept the company where it would be today. And I think it probably would have been doing really well. We were looking at the idea of cosmetics and some other options before we sold the company. Anyhow, that's all I have for my story today. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen. Hey, if you'd like to reach out to me, get to know me, find out what kind of services we offer, you can visit me at MaximumChange.com, or you can follow me on Twitter at MaximumChange. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and I hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon.